Alright, so I've been watching episode 2, and wow, this is like really good. I'm not gonna lie, this is really good. Kind of reminds me of the Watchmen comics. Like, this is like so good. but yeah, mainly like episode 2 was like mainly talking about how like it starts off with like Eraserhead and Knuckleduster fighting each other. Mistaking him for like a villain, and the fight is kind of cool, gritty, all that. Like, I haven't seen Eraserhead fight like that like in a while, like since like he lost his quirk already. But yeah, Eraserhead backs off once he realizes like Knuckleduster isn't using a quirk because he doesn't really have one, of course. Yeah, he's just like this like jacked up dude. But while that's happening, this dude named Mario, comes out and tries to like run away. Apparently, I didn't suspect him to be bad at all. I just thought that he was like chill, I guess. But I guess like the teaser for episode 2 was it was like a dead giveaway. But all right. But yeah, pops up, puts the clues together, looking at her phone, and Koichi, follows him, and then yeah, of course the crew splits up and by this like gang group again, and Koichi is intercepted by by the leader, and Popsep gets like super kicked in the back by the lizard dude named the Wrapped. And when Mario is like confronted and he reveals his like fucking villain already, he like ejects himself with the trigger and mutates him into like a four-armed like villain who has like a childlike obsession with playing with like toys and something like that. Like the four arms, like he kind of reminds me of like Tien from like the original Dragon Ball, apparently. But yeah, chaos ensues until Eraserhead, Knuckleduster tag team to take them out, and Koichi, a big save, catches Pops up in the middle of the fall and saves her. Despite being scared and unsure of himself, he's like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? But yeah, then like I think it was like later in the day, or like probably like tomorrow by that. Like there's like these like middle schoolers who's like fighting about their quirks or something like that, and Pops up like tells Koichi to like, oh, come here, to defuse it. And he tries to defuse it. He says his name is the Cruller, apparently. And then most schoolers mistaken him into like the Cruller, like the fucking donut name. So, and I was like, oh my god, don't tell me that he's gonna get named by fucking donut name. I mean, it's better than. Yeah, well, I'd rather him be named by like a COD zombie name, to be honest. But yeah, and then the middle school kids get more pissed off. Then this new villain comes in, who has this like hardened ability, and he somehow pushes like a family, and the baby is like in danger, and then Koichi saves him, and that's kind of wholesome. And then Knuckleduster and the Cruller somehow beat him up and win, apparently, with like flurries. And then happy ever after. And then in the end, well, not in the end, but like later in the night, these two detectives named Sansa and Namasa tries to find out what this like trigger thing is, and the cat-faced officer talked about how this like quirk is like so powerful, and the detective says nah, like it's kind of bad. And yeah, and then they mainly talk about how like the Vigilantes are villains and they need to be arrested, apparently. Like this is like so like Watchmen like. Yeah, so and they need to go to jail and be punished. And yeah, and then the episode ends with Koji and Knuckleduster and Popsep chilling out in his house, and yeah, and then Koichi crashes out on his name being like being called like the donut name, like the Cruller. Yeah, so that's how it ends. So yeah, I thought that this was like a pretty solid episode. You know, like a 7 out of 10. You know, 7 out of 10. You know, 6, 7 out of 10. You know. But yeah, the next episode is called B. I haven't read the manga, so I'm assuming this B person is, you know, bad, and he's like, he or she's like more like quote unquote broken, I guess. But yeah, I feel like when I'm gonna see the last of like the gang group again, the like the bad guys again. So, oh boy, I can't wait for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode, or I'm sorry, I hope you enjoyed this video, my wacky commentary video. Yeah, so I'm gonna let you go, and I'll see you when the next episode shows up. And yeah, deuces.